I'm Kathy Williams, and I'm happy to talk today about something that's really so limiting for ourselves, and that is stopping ourselves. Trying to get something so right and so good enough to get it out on YouTube, or maybe you have a class that you'd like to create or teach or facilitate and just not really being able to do that for some reason. And what is that reason? Who's stopping you? Um, it's you, right? I mean, no one else can stop you if you really would like to do something. So, what is it that stops us from getting our stuff out in the world? For me, I would create a YouTube video and then I'd be like, oh, well, I said, or this wasn't articulated as well as I would like it to be, or, oh, let me just redo it. You know, it's only 3 minutes, I can redo it. And then, like, I could spend the entire morning trying to redo a 3-minute video, finding a flaw in the next video and the next one. And finally, it's like, you know what? What makes someone relatable and what makes someone likable is not always that they have all their shit together. You know, it's like sometimes it's just that they're real, and that's what you can relate to. You know, I have had a long-term relationship with Gary Kraftso, the yoga teacher, and more recently I've been studying with Michael Neal, who is a teacher of the Three Principles movement. And what drew me to them is their realness. Not that they've got it all together, but like Michael's willingness to acknowledge that he's an idiot sometimes, and he's a jerk sometimes, and he uses stronger words than that. And so it's like, what if you mess up and you consider that that's a flaw? And instead it's like, no, it's just asking yourself, is this a contribution? Is it okay? And I think this also translates, is it okay? Like, and will my video be a contribution to, you know, the greater world and or even to my life? And then this translates into classes and things by like, hey, you know what? When I facilitate a class, if I'm real and if I share things that have worked for me, and if I share it from the space of, even if someone asks a question and I don't know, I can say, oh, you know what? I'd like to get back to you on that, instead of being like, oh, I am all knowing and have the answers. I mean, if any of us were perfect, or if we had to be perfect to start teaching or start facilitating or start working with people, then how many people would really be doing it? Right? I mean, there'd be like 2 people in the world doing it, or 0 doing it, because none of us is perfect, but we gain awareness through just getting out there and doing it. And what can that create in your life, and how much more fun can you have as you step into, you know what? This is my first class, or my first YouTube video, or my 27th class, or 27th video, and I'm gonna do the best I can do, and those people who resonate with it will come or watch, and those who don't won't, and that's cool. So how much fun can you have being you in all of your creations and not having to perfect them into something that they were not meant to be or don't have to be? And on the topic of perfection, I'm going to do a program with Charlinda Bird's 10-day summit, and I think it's just called 10daysummit.com, or you can Google it. Her name is Charlinda, and it's like $10. And so 10 days of getting on beyond perfectionism. And then I've also done this amazing 6-week teleclass where we went places I never would have thought we would have gone, just because of the participants and the other facilitators, who are Betsy McLaughlin and Sadie Lake, who are on Imperfect Brilliance radio show with me every week. So if you'd like that, you're interested in that, I'll post information below. You can look below and purchase one of those calls or all of them, because they're on bodies. Who hasn't tried to get the perfect body or been fed up with trying to get it? Roles, perfectionism with sex and relationships, with creations, with performance, like whether that's speaking in front of large groups or whether that's on the basketball court or whatever it is, piano, whatever that is for you. And so each call is independent or as a group. And so check those out, and you can find more of me at that's Inside Out, transformation.com. I hope this has helped. I hope you'll put your notes below and just tell me you got something out there in the world, whether that's a blog post or a book or whatever it is. The world needs you and your creations. So thank you for being here.